Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talks. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go hit that subscribe button now. Now, first things first, I hope you're all doing well in light of the current situation in terms of coronavirus, etc. But in this one, I want to speak on something, away from it. I feel like a lot of my last few videos has had something to do with it, which is kind of understandable, It's kind of brought the world to a halt at the moment. But in this one, I want to talk about certain industries, certain career paths, which, many people are interested in. But a lot of people, mainly young people and growing up, think there's only one path in which to succeed. And, first things first, growing up as a young kid, a young boy especially, one thing that many people want to become is a footballer. A lot of people are into football, and some people are gifted with football, and, they want to make it professional. And, I can't knock them for that. Me growing up as a young kid, I definitely at one stage wanted to become a footballer. Closest I got to that really was training semi-pro with a semi-pro team when I was at like 17. Didn't sign a contract with them, but that was the closest I got. And even at that level, I was realised, this isn't easy. And at the time when growing up, I grew up in an area where a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers, were really talented at football, and even some of them now should have made it to a level of maybe they were, pro. I'm not going to say directly in the Premier League, but if it's going to be talking England-wise, I definitely feel that a couple of people could have definitely made it to the level of being in the Championship. Even if you look abroad, places like the Bundesliga, Bundesliga 2, definitely I believe some of the people I grew up with had the capabilities to do that. But yeah, back to my point is that, if many people grow up and their main thing they want to become is a football player, but there's other avenues that, your love for football could take you down. The most notable one that many people tend to go down would either be the coach or manager route. You've also got things like a scout, if you've got the eye for what sort of player has a certain talent, and you can see that from, watching players. Maybe they're playing Sunday League or they're playing academy level football somewhere, and you're able to see that actually this player here can do a job. A scout's a very, very good potential option and career route for people to go down. Also a physio, these players are athletes. They get injured. If you know how to help these players with their rehabilitation, that's another career path to go down. If you're a nutritional person, you can be the team's nutritionist, dietitian to say. And one that's not really I don't think any person really grows up wanting to be, but it's another avenue is a referee. Now, another industry that a lot of people grow up and they want to become is something within the music industry. Many people be like, oh yeah, I want to be a rapper or I want to be a singer. And there's nothing wrong with having that aspiration, but it doesn't mean that it's just your set one only path within music to become. You could be the manager of an artist. You could be a tour manager of an artist. You could become things like an A&R, producer, beat maker, booking agent. There's various different avenues, to go down within the music industry also. So whereas it's good that, many people look at things like the rapper and the singer, but there's various different avenues to go down. And the third thing I'm going to talk about is boxing. Something I'm relatively interested in myself. Many people will say, oh yeah, I want to become a boxer. And, that's good if you want to become a boxer and if you set the dedication to go ahead and do it. But at the same time, there's other career paths in there. You could become a coach, a cutman, a ref, even a manager of a fighter, and even a promoter, And everything I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, just because you grew up now playing football at 10, 11 years old, start thinking you want to be a manager or a coach instead of saying you want to be a player. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is a lot of people, their main set goal is, I want to be a football player, And if that doesn't work out for them, they tend to kind of, you know, be quite harsh on themselves, and, you know, they may not see their goals through fully. You know, just because you may not make it as a football player, you know, there's various different avenues on which I've mentioned there. The same goes for music and the same goes for boxing. But yeah, that was my thoughts on the subject. I'll be glad to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, go hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time.